Hello and welcome everyone to A Time Adrift, episode 2. We are so happy to have you here. We're so excited to be here. And we wanted to get back into this lovely adventure we're all having together. Last time, as you may recall, Hal was launched into a behemoth. Didn't go too well. But the trial was overcome.
Did you die, though?
Echoes...
It's fine. Everyone's alive.
Did not die, thankfully, yes. But the trial was overcome, echoes were awoken, and dragon now roaring all over Dravania. So we'll find out about that in a moment. But I did want to introduce our lovely cast, once again picking on Aldino and making him go first, as this is a lot in life. So Aldino, if you would quickly introduce yourself.
How it goes, it's how it goes. So I'm Aldino. I myself am on a show called Aetheryte Radio for Gamer Escape. I am also a longtime TTRPG player. I am playing Hal, who, yes, was tossed across a lake into a behemoth and then tossed back by the behemoth. And then lovely Temis
didn't want him.
Gave me some health. And it was great. I hope to not fly this episode, please, this time. Just please, no.
And as the person keeping that request in mind, and by the look on their face, summarily discarding it, Grizz, would you please go next?
Hi, I'm Dr. Griswold. I'm a freelance illustrator and the provider of many of the assets you see on our video today, as well as the character art. I am also playing the lovely, talented, very efficient at throwing mime character, Copycat, who makes no promises as to whether or not their companions are airborne or not in this following episode.
Lovely. Fornax, if you would.
Yeah, hey, I'm Fornax. I'm the Crichton Herald. I make content over on YouTube and Twitch, MMO and gaming content mostly. And yeah, I'm playing Temis Leia, a botanist and healer and general nerdy girl, with these wonderful people. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna be checking in on see how Copycat is, as they had a bit of a tumble. So yes, so I'm gonna have to lay on some hands. Yes, maybe.
Wonderful, thank you. Rook.
Yeah, hi, everybody. I am Rook, or Rookery. That's Rookuri. I'm a content creator and YouTuber and an esports caster and host. I am playing Nakhira and her companion, the Scalekin Salamander, Sal, appropriately named. They are Iron Culinarians, and I mean, good luck, Copycat. If you can pick Nakhira up, she is a wall of muscle. She gotta weigh 3 times as much as Copycat. If you can pick her up and hurl her, by all means, go for it.
She is the one who you should be hurling because she is the tank.
Okay, duly noted. I'll do some reps.
Muscle mime.
And then, Zanidra, please.
Hi, I'm Zanidra or Michelle. I am a voice actor and also a big nerd. I'm over on Aetheryte Radio as well and do a lot of TTRPG junk. Including this, which is not junk. It's fantastical and beautiful. I'm playing Guffin Gambarelli, who is a Moogle, has wings and would like to fly. So
Maybe
if
next level up.
yeah, so if you're ready for the fastball special, so am I.
I guess I should say I'm also part of Aetheryte Radio. I didn't leave it out of my intro, like, intentionally. Like, I guess I'm on that with those people, but...
Poor Fusion watching this episode, like, screaming at the camera.
He's fine.
And then, hello, my name's Leanna McKenzie. I do a number of podcasts. I made the system that we are playing today, Valor. That is functionally my life's work at this point, so if you like it, please check it out. And then I will be your GM today. But with all of that said, let us return to the world of Eorzea, much changed after the devastation of Black Rose, as a massive roar has just split the continent, and you have all beheld an enormous dragon flying directly to your location. Its roar had been met with roars from every dragon in Dravania. And again, as the dragons are fully integrated with the Iron City, while they may still maintain their homes in their own lands, they A lot of them dwell within the Iron City. They visit often. A dragon sits on the advisory board for the current Cid. So dragons are pretty integrated, and every single dragon in the entire region roared in response.
Of like they're in a council room, and the dragon has like a special window where they can just put their head in.
Yes, because architecture like
Yes.
that is peak fantasy, especially for dragon lovers.
It's
Well,
just
perhaps-
representation. It's
Perhaps
lifestyle.
perhaps we will see the director of innovation at some point in the near future. But that said, the enormous dragon literally is descending right now on your position, and this thing is massive. It is blot out the sun massive, and it's coming right towards you. What are you going to do?
Okay.
Did
We're
I-
still on the
did I-
field, right?
Yeah, we're still on
Yeah,
the
you
right
are
field.
standing over the corpse of a behemoth. And
can't
thankfully
have
not the
this.
corpse. Yeah, and thankfully not the corpse of a red mage, despite Copycat's best efforts.
Fair.
Oops.
Well,
As I remember, I think Sal also joined in the dragon chorus. So Sal is standing there, the little like frill that he has around his face, kind of wiggling, going "Ah!" like into the sky. And Nakhira kind of looks at him and pats his side, and then looks up at the sky and goes, "I expected if this was something to be alarmed about, you would say so." And then looks at like the rest of the group. What do you all think?
I think
Am I
we killed this thing fair and square, and it's our lunch, not his.
Am I still out of sight? Like, did I get up and join the group, or am I just still splayed on the ground over the past hill?
I think that's up to you.
Okay, then I am. I'm just like, I'm on the ground looking up, and like, and I am deeply confused. I may be slightly concussed, and I'm just like, is that my concussion, or is that a dragon? Like, I guess we'll find out.
yeah, Hal is literally speechless. Just in awe.
Yeah. Yeah, Temis is just stood there, like, looking up at the sky, mouth open, not really, like, not coherent after all the things that have just happened. I'm just, like, completely sideswiped by everything that's just happened.
It is a pretty wild day, I will say. But yeah, as you are all waiting, the dragon kind of comes in for a landing and just kind of looks at you for a measured moment before it begins to speak. And the language of dragons is it's very alien. It growls in a guttural tone, but you can still understand it within your heart, and you're not entirely sure why. But within its own language, it says to you, so you be the new bearers of her blessing. And while you're not sure exactly how, you know in your heart that her is capitalized.
What's he on about?
Copycat's not feeling very blessed right now.
Nakhira kind of looks over at Guffin and says, "Do not try to kill that," and then walks over to where Copycat is and tries to start helping them up.
Why would you think that about me? This doesn't seem punchable.
It's a fable come to life.
You know the story.
Fable perhaps, but alive have I always been. It seems you have her marked now, children. I suppose congratulations are in order.
A Copycat is like slightly dragged over by Nakhira, and he's like, "Well, I have a lot of marks now, but thank you."
If this were a scene in which valor mattered, I would be giving you a valor for that. So instead, just have some kudos. The dragon does actually seem to laugh at that, which is a terrifying and horrifying noise, but perhaps also somewhat calming. I don't know.
Given the time or the mythology, the time that Nakhira spent around some of the dragons or Sal or things like that, would we know who this dragon theoretically was?
So why don't you all make a knowledge roll, and I will permit either a resolve or an intuition roll be you more studious or have learned via word of mouth?
I have a 9 resolve.
All right.
I have an 11 intuition.
Okay.
A 9 intuition for Hal.
I have a 12 intuition.
Ooh. Both of them are 5, so it doesn't matter.
Looks like, 11 resolve for Guffin here. Okay, so, Nakhira and Hal kind of remember something like this. Big dragon, maybe something about a corpse. The rest of you, however, this makes sense for Temis and for Guffin, but who knows how Copycat figured this out, probably from being somewhere they weren't supposed to be. You all recognize this as Midgard Zormer, the supposedly dead dragon whose body rests by the first workshop of the Ironworks in Silver Tear Lake.
It's you. Wait. You're the Worm of Legend. It can't be. You've been asleep for so long.
I thought he was
Why
dead.
are you here?
My slumber was restful, and it appears it is time for me to move once again around the world. It would be remiss of me to ignore the state, and it seems you have need of me once again.
Why?
Well, with the tower gone, I dare say your timing is quite impeccable, Midgard Zormir.
Oh, Sormsera.
Midgard Zormer. You are the father of dragons?
I have been known as that, yes.
Nakhira seems to instantly, remember some kind of protocol or etiquette, maybe from being around Sal, and does, like a little bow, which is kind of odd, but Sal himself is doing it as well, as though that's really kind of like a greeting that would be offered to someone of his status.
Yeah, leaning on Nakhira as he is Copycat, takes his hat off and is also bowing with them.
Yeah, Temis is just stood like this. Like she's just
Absolutely
she's
still.
just like frozen statue, just like looking at him and just completely like oblivious to everything else. She's just completely stun-locked by this situation.
Absolutely.
The dragon seems fairly amused by your responses in all honesty, but will instruct you to raise your head. I have spoken to your engineering chief, I believe they call him, and have been appraised of the situation. I am told that I must now proceed to meet with your Cid in a place known as the Iron City. But before I do, I wish to make contact with those who have received her blessing. For it seems she does have a plan for you. Unlikely band of heroes you are, but perhaps you will suffice. I look
That's a
forward to
little rude.
speaking with you further, but for now, please make your way back to the Iron City. I'm sure you will find people waiting for you who are keen to hear your thoughts.
While
met.
he's talking, my cat has appeared and she's just rubbing. And she's like rubbing up against his like hind leg and like circling around him. I would like to see how he reacts. That's all.
Oh, you're not even sure he can feel that.
Fair enough.
But
To Guffin's comment, Copycat leans a bit lower, and he's just like, my fluffy little friend, whether it is rude or not is neither here nor there. Have you seen the size and scope of this individual? If you have eyes the way I do, then I fear he is plenty polite.
Nakhira rolls her eyes because I'm assuming Copycat is leaning around her to reach Guffin at this point.
Yes, that's
And
accurate.
she kind of shuffles him off the side and kind of offloads him so that he's standing on his own next to Guffin.
Oh, no, he just falls.
And before Nakhira, before Midgard Summer takes off, Nakhira, with an unexpectedly kind of demure disposition. She's not normally a little more reserved like this, but she says, before you go, Her blessing. What blessing?
The blessing
Yeah,
you
see-
have received is that of the will of the star, Lady Heidelin herself. As I have stirred in my slumber, so too has she. And it seems perhaps she might be willing to take a more active role in the state of your world. An amusing occurrence, if nothing else, and one I look forward to seeing the result of. Nevertheless, as I said, you are unlikely heroes, but perhaps you meet all of her requirements. I could not say. In times past, I had tested your kind, but I don't feel particularly inclined to do so at this point. Such a test seems ill amusement, given the severity of the situation. I will trust her judgment, but whether you are up to the task, that will depend on you.
I mean, thanks for the explanation. Like, just pop in here and be like, hello, I'm a very large dragon. You have a blessing. It's so vague. Come on.
And now, you both would awaken. I do not mean to be ill-tempered, but the world is gone. There are no heroes. What would you have us do?
You speak of the world being gone, yet do you not stand upon its earth?
It's got a
The
point.
world only is gone to those who have given up. And it seems, for whatever reason, that you all do not truly believe that, do you?
No.
Not a chance.
It's a dragon.
Yes,
It's a dragon.
it is finally landed on her. Nakhira will pat her shoulder.
You're okay.
No, you are right. I have not given up either.
Then your will is sufficient. As I said, I will defer to her judgment. Odd, though I think it is at times. There's definitely an implication that this is one of the times that he feels is odd.
You guys don't think this is very rude. Come on.
And soon we shall put you to the proof. I look forward to seeing your accomplishments, Children of Light. Perhaps it will be you who will help save this world. Or perhaps you will be an amusing tale as you end up the snack in the belly of a beast such as this. It gestures to the behemoth somewhat contemptuously.
Not
But
likely.
That all depends upon you. And I suspect a grave task will soon be laid upon your feet. But enough for now. I shall meet you anon at the Iron City, in perhaps a form more suitable to easy conversation. Your botanist appears to be bereft of speech in my presence, and that does not suit any of our purposes quite so well.
Yeah.
Farewell
At
for
which
now,
point Temis
Children of
turns
Light.
around and throws up. She just empties her lunch onto the floor. She's out of it, guys.
Temis.
Farewell for now, Children of Light. I hope your performance is slightly better when next we meet. And off it flies.
Nakhira pulls probably with a napkin or something that's in the packs on Sal, out, and just kind of with a sigh goes, "Here, Temis," and passes the napkin
Oh my
to
goodness. Copycat straightens
dear.
up and brushes himself off and is just like, well, that was quite the scathing review if I've ever heard one.
That reframes a lot. Yes.
I still say it's rude. Kill this saying. Oh my god, Temis. Your body. Flips open. Hold your hair back. Oh my goodness. It's just a dragon. It's no big deal. We see them all the time.
It's quite large.
He's so big.
Everybody's large when you're me.
He might just be another dragon, but he is a dragon unlike the others. And even Sal kind of nods next, emphatically, the little frills waggling. Nakhira goes, "If he says we are blessed, then we are blessed. But I do not
does that
know
mean?
if this will be more of a curse."
What do you think that means,
Well-
Nakhira? I don't really get it.
I cook. Anything beyond that, I have no clue. If we are to be heroes, I suppose I will feed all of us and keep us going, do what we are doing, but beyond that, I don't know.
You are the best cook, and you,
Patting Temis.
you're the best botanist. You're so good. It's all right. and you, Hal, you are super good at being a grump, but also very effective at looking at stuff. What's your name, Mr. Mask?
Copycat.
You have beautiful hair. It's very lovely. It really is. And you are also very good at throwing. I'm surprised.
I could do it all day.
You should
But-
not.
Throwing aside, let it be known that there are very few creatures on the face of this planet or in our history that can be told to be on speaking terms with the will of the star herself. And so it is not advisable to ignore his call.
But we
Oh,
must
yeah, I guess we should go.
we must not mistake attention for care. If he says there's something we must do, I have no idea what it could even be.
I'm afraid you must all be contented with my company for the time being, I say, putting my hat back on.
I'm gonna kind
I'll
of straighten
adjust.
myself up, and I'm wiping this like vomit from my lips and stuff, and I'm like, I think we've all just been cursed. I mean, we've all like read stories of the Warrior of Light, and I mean, it's nice for bedtime stories for the kids, but I mean, living that's hell. That's a lot. And then she starts to she starts leaning over.
Have heart, dear. I busk for a living. I play the lute and make jokes. This isn't exactly ideal, but it is an adventure. It waits to be seen whether it is a curse or not.
If you think about it, we've already really been doing some difficult things. So, like, what's the difference, right?
Life is a
suppose-
trial in of itself.
We will see. Nakhira, like, again, kind of pats Temis, fishes out some kind of bottle of, like, water, and passes that off as well.
Rinse it out.
And Sal kind of wiggles next to her and then looks back towards where Midgårdstormr had been, and Nakhira kind of raises a brow and goes, "Well, if you think we are up for the task, then I will trust you, Sal."
I will say, too, there's an enormous indentation where Midgårdstormr stood. Like, the ground shifted beneath the worm due to its size.
I
Does
do
anyone have a
feel.
potion?
Ew.
Oh. I'm gonna kind of straighten up. Are you not well? Oh, may I? And I
This
kind
costume's
of like
supposed to be blue, and it's turned like reddish brown.
I'm gonna like. I will do a healing for you. So I will return you to something resembling reasonable health. There you go.
Gods, thank you.
Please don't throw anybody. Not for a little while anyway.
I'm not physically capable of it right now.
No, I think we should leave. Oh God, the Griffin. What's happening? Is the Griffin still out?
So the griffin is still out, and you do notice that some very awestruck adventurers in Ironguard are kind of slowly edging towards your location, the leader of whom yells out, "Is he gone yet?"
Do you see him?
No.
You would.
Come on.
They kind of start moving forward very tentatively with, like, people like, "Do you see the size of that indentation?" But they are moving in. The leader does give you kind of a salute. So word is you need to head back. We'll take care of all of this. Good luck.
Thanks.
Nakhira will kind of gesture Temis towards the city, and will look back at the assembled group and say, part of these kills, they are for the Iron Culinarians. We have our stake, we were promised them. So those ones, and she'll start like kind of barking orders to some of the ones that are listening and like, you know, probably has little markers or something to like denote the corpses, but she'll kind of toss over her shoulder at Temis. Don't worry, I will not let them chop up your bird. And then like goes along with them to deal with that probably before.
It's funny you called them steak because we're gonna eat them.
Nakhira will find out in the process of this that an order did come out on the link shell from on high that the behemoth is getting taken in by the Skava lab. So they have heartily dibs to that one.
Do you at least get compensated for the effort? I wouldn't know this.
We are told your bounty will be paid out ere you leave the city, which is something of an ominous remark. But you should move. We'll handle it here.
Thank you.
Tosh is gonna run up to the grass and she's gonna like claw her way up my body and like like a little cat and like onto my shoulder, and I'm gonna kind of look at her and I'm gonna go, Did you snuggle a dragon? What the? Good lord! And I'm gonna start sort of moping away. And be careful of the griffin, okay? That cost us a lot. Be kind to it. It's had a rough day. Yeah.
They are very gentle with the specimen. They are like, this is something that they are used to. So
just so you know, it's not dead. It might wake up. Be careful.
Are we heading back in the direction of the city then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You are greeted by a contingent of Iron Guard who greet you warmly, but there are certainly a lot of them. Greetings, adventurers. We have instructions to bring you to the council chamber with all haste. If you will please come with us. The please is polite, but not indicative that this is a request. But you are escorted to the tram, which is shut down, and that is highly unusual. But the lone active car you're loaded into and taken down an otherwise eerily silent rail to the council chambers, where you are quickly admitted into the room. Who's probably been here before, if anyone? The council is where a lot of the higher government officials work. Those who might have been required to give reports. I could see Temis having been here before, possibly, if she's of high enough rank. Same goes for Nakhira with the Iron Culinarians. Copycat, almost certainly not. Guffin, probably, since Guffin was involved on the tower project. Same for Hal,
sure.
likely. But that said, I'm going to leave that up to you if you actually made it into the council chambers or not. But with that said, who's been here before who is not Copycat?
I have not been here. I'm holding onto my hat and looking around.
Hal has to watch some debates or be a part of them, for sure.
Nakhira has been in, I assume, sometimes on Iron Culinarian business, or like when even like receiving various like badges or things for her functions in the city or in the Iron Culinarian Guild. I think she has cooked for one of the people that are here, the counselors, and it did not leave a good impression. That experience. Like, so as she comes in, she kind of looks towards whatever office and kind of goes, so picky. It was delicious. And then Sal kind of makes like a knowing, like, kind of sound.
I'll work with that.
Okay. Okay.
So Temis has been?
Yeah, I mean, she'll have been in and out because she goes off on expeditions and she's always trying to wring some money out of these stingy bastards. She's always having to attach herself to caravans and adventuring parties because they just don't fund her research very much.
So she's been here arguing for funding.
Yeah, she's deeply unpopular. Yes.
No.
I imagine Guffin has probably been in a couple of times hesitantly. What Guffin wants to do is work. Guffin wants to play with the machines, make things work, figure out how they're sending a tower through time and space. Guffin does not want to talk about how to do it or what the funding looks like for that. He just wants to do it. So when he's called in to talk about things, he'd go, but still kind of be like, eh. So he is in a similar situation to Nakhira, where he's like,
I don't want to be here, don't like this room.
Well, the council chambers are quite austere, kind of sheathed in white marble. Building that was from the age of the Charlian colony and has been repurposed and repaired during the brief period between the colony's abandonment and the release of Black Rose when the city was settled. So it looks pretty similar to how it did in the days, and it resembles, you are told, the Charlian forums of old, where the Charlian Forum would meet to vote on various measures about the city. The council operates a bit differently, but they do kind of follow a lot of the same rules. The doors are broad, very easily admitting even the largest of creatures, which is important because sitting within the chamber at one of the desks is the Cid of the Iron City, Cid the Lawbreaker himself. Cid being the title of the leader of the Iron City, having been carried over from the very first Cid Garland, for whom the Iron City Garland is named. Cid and his life partner Nero Tolskeva never had any children, nor did they adopt, but the duties and titles were passed along. So Cid the Lawbreaker, while also being the leader of the city, oversees and directs all of the offices within the Iron City and all of the operations instead of taking part in any one workshop. The Lawbreaker title was given to him because he oversaw the creation of the devices that broke the laws of time and reality and sent the Crystal Tower back in time and to the Shard of the First that had been lost before. He's a man probably in his mid-40s. His hair's completely white by this point, be it due to nature or stress. It's completely impossible to tell. He's got a bit of scarring on his face, a lot of stubble, not especially well kept, and kind of an easy atmosphere around him. This particular Cid is not known to stand for ceremony. Also present is the engineering chief Biggs, who is the head of the Ironworks facility and was one of the major proponents of the Crystal Tower project. An immense Rogadin. He favors goggles and wears the classic Ironworks blue and white attire. He's known among the youth as EC Biggs, which they think sounds cooler, and a title he has adopted because he is desperate to sound cool with the youth, whether or not that is actually true or not. Also present is the Director of Innovation, El To, a dragon who trained under the hand of the Warrior of Light himself, or so the legends would claim. El To is kind of an intermediary between the other workshops. She is a lover of invention of all kind and sits on the primary council. She's had a hand in all of the major products within the Iron City, and basically has boundless energy, is a dragon, and will go anywhere. So you can't really keep her out even if you wanted to. And finally, present is the Director of Etherology, Nora J., and she leads the Skeva Workshop, the notorious rivals of the Ironworks, who tend to be a bit more prosaic in their approach. The Skeva Workshop tends to focus more on etherology than technology, with the two workshops often working in tandem, but heritors as they are of their founder's legacy, that of Nero Tolskeva, Cid's life partner and eternal rival, the Skeva Workshop will stop at nothing to prove that their innovations are the real things driving the Iron City forward. The Director of Etherology has certainly encapsulated that attitude. Also, you may notice a small robotic toy that's just kind of walking around. It is a four-legged walker device of very alien-seeming origin.
Huh.
And you're not sure whose thing this is, but it's probably Sid's because he's weird. Additionally, sitting upon the shoulder of Elta is a tiny dragonette, but it is exuding a now familiar and incredibly terrifying presence, as if it were a projection of a much, much, much larger dragon. But as you enter, Sid greets you warmly, with a laugh and says, so these are the Warriors of Light. Not much to look at, but we're happy you are here nonetheless.
Rude.
As soon as he
Everybody's so
hears the
rude
word
today.
Warrior of Light, Hal is just stone-faced.
I think people have very high expectations when they use that term, Warrior of Light.
Nakhira has been... So she normally wears this heavily modified culinarian top. And typically it's open in the front, tied around the waist with a sash that has the sort of indicators of different ranks she's achieved and things like that within the Iron Culinarians. But as they're entering, even though the sleeves of this thing have been torn off, she is like begrudgingly like doing it back up again, like trying to adhere to like the proper look of if you're going into the council to meet everybody and the ancient father of dragons, like I guess you need to look kind of put together. So with her, top kind of buttoned up, she looks sort of around at everybody else and goes, I would agree. It's a great deal of expectations. We are just Iron Culinarians. I don't know about the Warrior of Light.
Now, can we get a different team name? What do you think, Temis? What should we be?
And Temis is like got the handkerchief that Nakhira gave her over her mouth, and she's just looking like really pale, and her little hand is shaking, and she's like, I think this is a terrible idea. I think this is just... I feel like they must have got the wrong person. I mean, and I look at us, and I'm like, look at us. I mean, this can't be right. Are you sure?
Capable.
Are you sure?
We are more capable than you think.
Yeah,
But
come on.
still, I am concerned what sorts of expectations you all have for us. Midgard Sommer only said that Heidelin was the one who has blessed us. I had thought she died.
Biggs kind of steps forward and sort of nods and is like, that was our understanding as well. But we have it on very good authority. He nods in the direction of the dragonette that is definitely Midgard Sormar, that she was simply sleeping, wounded from the past calamity, and she has begun to move it once more. You will then hear the loud snap of a book as Director J kind of just closes her notebook and makes kind of a dismissive notion. Biggs, honestly, get on with it. Whether or not they're Warriors of Light, we're going to attach them to this detail anyway, and it's not going to be... Their presence certainly will not make the difference. Let's just give them their assignment and go. We have more important things to be doing here. Sid kind of laughs and is like, please, Director J, not so harshly. How would you all like to take a trip? It's not actually a request or a question.
Guffin takes a moment to flit towards the back of the room, find a trash can, just obviously dumps it out on the floor, kind of pushes the trash towards the wall with his foot, and brings the bin back over to Temis like,
If you need to throw up, do it in here. We are in an important place.
Thank you. I kind of wipe with thank you. And I'm like, I'm hugging it now. I'm just holding the bin in front of me, and I'm kind of like daggering. I'm like, bastards, all of them, bastards they are. And that's what I'm just going to be muttering away and trying not to throw up.
Rub her shoulder.
It's alright. It's okay.
Nakhira looks to Hal, who she has a familiarity with. Although on this particular mission, they haven't really had much time to interact. And she sort of gives him an appraising look, as though she wants to get his read on what's happening, because she uses that in some of the missions they've done together as a measure. She trusts his judgment. And then she says, "What do you think about all of this, Hal?"
I think they aren't asking us. I think they're asking the role. He does not like anything that he's hearing currently. I will not volunteer for a suicide mission, knowing of the fables of the Warriors of Light.
The dragon, the director El Tol, actually laughs at this. She does speak in the mortal tongue, although the growl of the draconic throat is certainly apparent in her voice. Suicide mission, nothing of the sort. It is an opportunity, one like no other. And as she says this, Director J actually kind of perks up and looks excited for the first time since you've actually entered the room. Yes, she says with like palpable excitement. Unlike the ironworks, we focused our attention on something more useful. We have been repairing the soil around the first workshop for several years now, and we have finally mastered our restoration devices. These devices can purify the land itself with dark ether, allowing it to once again grow food. We would like you to distribute them.
Nakhira immediately perks up. It's like, now this is an actual plan. You should have led with this, Warriors of Light. That doesn't even matter. If we can restore the Earth, and she kind of looks over at Temis. Temis, think of what it could do for your work.
Temis is just astonished.
Copycat raises his hands, and he says, "Pardon my impropriety. That sounds most exciting. But what is it I'm supposed to do in this situation? I am a performer. I was merely with the defense party as a matter of chance in defending against the behemoth and stampede."
And yet you felled the behemoth, did you not? And this is still Director J talking.
He grips his hat tighter, and he responds after a moment, says, a mixture of luck and a sliding scale of capability.
Well, perhaps then you can slide further up that scale and bring that luck with you, because we do require guards to stand at the van, and the esteemed Father of Dragons has nominated you all. You should feel blessed. I'm told you are, in fact, blessed. Will there at least be
compensation?
Yes, you will be properly compensated both for the slaying of the behemoth and for serving on this expedition.
Very well.
The Cid just launches a large pouch of gil onto the table, more money than any of you have seen in your lives.
If no one steps up first, Copycat does a big step. And just I am so glad to be a part of this mission and serve you all for the wellness of our nation and the return of our star to her health.
Sid has this absolute shite-eating grin on his face, he knows how this works.
Hal is not paying attention to the money and just staring at Sid, going, "If the goal is restoration, then yes, I am willing."
Nakhira's the same. She's sort of stoic, near Hal. And Sal seems very excited. He's kind of, he keeps throwing glances at Elto and, the tiny Midgard-stormer, but he's kind of bashful about it, where, anytime they might chance to look towards, he's just, he looks immediately down at the floor, but neither of them seems particularly compelled by the gold. Nakhira barely looks at it. She's also kind of fixed on these figures. And she goes, I don't care about the compensation. Just enough for our gear, for any rations, for necessities. You can keep it. It should go towards the project. We will do this. And Sal kind of nods beside her.
Copycat's face.
You can't see any expression, but you can just feel the despair for
one of
every additional word out
Doesn't the
of
mask
her mouth.
change a bit?
Yes, it's just like just a deep frown.
One of
There
the
might be
guards
even like a little blue tear.
does move to pick up the pouch, but Sid holds up the hands like, no, let them keep it. That's fine.
How far is it
Sid
taking
understands
us?
the value of proper monetary motivation.
I am super bored, so I'm down, I guess. Do you have any of these devices on hand?
He looks directly at Nora J.
The devices are actually quite large. You will be leading a caravan over a planned itinerary. We are sending you first to Ishgard. She kind of glares at Biggs as she says the word Ishgard. There's definitely a story there. Then up through Alamigo, through the Blightlands, and down into Ul'dah.
It's a shame.
We expect resistance
Oh,
along the way. Alamigo's been long abandoned. The Blightlands are quite dangerous. But the devices must be planted in very specific coordinates and locations. So you may struggle to gain access to them. Hence why you have been tapped for this responsibility, as your combat prowess and the accompanying blessing you seem to have received makes you ideal candidates for ensuring that this is completed satisfactorily.
it's a shame you didn't ask for help from the ironworks. I bet we could have helped you make them smaller.
The shade. Oh my god.
Big starts
Copycat's mask is an O-face.
Big starts laughing, and Director J's glares venomous as she responds.
Guffin is oblivious.
Were the Ironworks not so enamored with their fool's errand, we would have welcomed their assistance. But as usual, Skava must clean up the mess that the Ironworks has left. Biggs is just taking it on the chin. He's just like,
Is there anything else?
Eltome looks kind of hesitantly. Biggs, did you want to talk about Ishgard? That is your fault, after all.
At the repeated mention of Ishgard, I will say Nakhira's face is like stony. Like she seems to suddenly just like every time they've brought it up, she just like tenses. Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, I will request once again a knowledge roll. So either resolve or intuition for those who know about Ishgard. And anyone of Elysian heritage may take a +2 bonus on that roll.
Don't mind if I do. Do you count partial Elysian heritage?
Anyone of Elysian heritage may take a +2 on that roll.
Excellent. I have
rolled
a
a
14 resolve.
I only rolled an 8.
Oh, good.
I've got a total of 12 intuition.
All right, so Nakhira, Hal, the rest of you know that Ishgard is very cold. Nakhira and Hal, so you know a bit more texture here. Ishgard had a very tumultuous revolution. After Black Rose, the Orthodox Church kind of reasserted their dominion over the city and really cracked down on the more populist measures that the now deceased Lord Commander Emmerich had been enforcing. They quickly moved in to just take back over and bring Ishgard under the Holy See and the nobility once more. The people, having tasted freedom, didn't much care for this, which resulted in a nearly 2-century war, which, for all intents and purposes, resolved with the victory of the people a scant 3 years ago. Ishgard is once again a free republic.
Once more.
But it has weathered an enormous turmoil and strife. The city itself is half destroyed from the constant warfare. You also know that the Iron City chose to remain neutral in this affair because they required resources held by the Ishgardian Holy See and nobility for the great project of sending the Crystal Tower back. Therefore, one could assume that the revolutionary government isn't particularly fond of the Iron City. But as you two know this, Biggs kind of sheepily stands forward and says, well, Ishgard's been a bit of a sticky situation, and we chose not to interfere, and their current government may not be happy about that.
Is this a way of saying sorry? If we start with them.
I'll let the those who know, you are welcome to fill in more details if you would like. Director J just snorts derisively at that explanation.
Well, staying out was a choice. This is also a choice. Have you spoken to the leaders there that we will be traveling?
Sid kind of steps in, pretty much just was willing to let this man squirm for a bit before taking back over after his amusement has been sated. We've been supporting the revolution under the table, although they may not look too kindly on us as it's not official. We've mostly been working through the High House of Halinart, which is one of the few high houses still remaining as they and their machinists sided with the populace. And they still hold a position of esteem within the Free Republic. We have already sent a message to them, and they are prepared to receive you. And they will grant you access to the city so that you can hopefully make your plea before the council for the installation of our devices. I am told that while they are willing to get us in, House Halinart is not willing to support the inventions of the ironwork lest it harm their own reputation.
At that, Nakhira kind of, the look of displeasure on her face sort of deepens, and she kind of bares her teeth, and her ears tip back, and she says, if they allow it, they should be grateful for it. Interfere, don't interfere. The Iron City might have brought about peace sooner, but it is Ishgard itself which tore itself apart. Still, if the war had stopped, then we never would have been forced. And then she kind of, like, adjusts herself and her outfit and kind of pulls her shoulders back. Even with a sea of clouds providing them food, if the rest of their lands can feed them again, we all benefit. My only request is that I see the route we will be taking before I have to set foot in Kurthus again.
Sid actually steps up here, and he's intensely amused by this whole thing. It's like, yes, we will provide you maps of the general route. Honestly, I think Ishgard's gonna be a breeze for you. I'm more worried about you guys finding Lost Gridania, as our indications are that is likely where the device will need to be installed. But, you know, I have every faith and confidence in your ability. And if you fail, we'll make more.
This first.
What they said. I mean, that's truly an adventure, but also I heard that people turn into green freaking mist there, and I would rather not be misty.
Copycat just looks at the gill.
The Midgard swimmer now speaks up, kind of rumbling despite the tiny appearance. One of the reasons you are selected is that her blessing should prevent the Green Wrath, if indeed it is still occurring. Although Heidelin seems uncertain if the cause would still be living after the release of Black Rose.
Is there something else we can do about that?
Midgard Sormer, you've never seen a dragonette shrug up to this point. But the dragonette sure does kind of shrug unconcernedly.
Cool, great.
As
in the future, I
indifferent as
guess.
I thought you would be.
What did you say, Harold?
Oh no, he was just muttering, as indifferent as I thought you would be.
Yeah, ever since the words Old Gridania had been spoken, Temis's eyes are like wide open like saucers, and her mouth is just like moving, but like there's nothing coming. There's just she's completely sideswiped. She almost like when the word came out, she almost dropped her little vomit bucket. She was
Poor Temis is having a time of it.
This is like the worst day ever for Temis. For real.
Nakhira sees Temis's just continued state of worry, and something about that seems to make her shift, where suddenly it's like, okay, I might be in my own thoughts, but I need to also, like, reassure the people that now are dragged into this with us. And so she kind of goes, Temis, this has been a lot. It's going to be alright. But, and she looks back at the council, do not underestimate any Yalm of this land. Here to Ishgard, enough people have died making that journey alone. We are stronger. We can handle it. We can feed ourselves. But whatever any of this has in store, it will not be easy.
And I certainly don't expect it, Sid says. We will be providing you with a contingent of the Iron Guard to assist with logistics and basic combat, although we will be, of course, relying on your own prowess to see you through. Additionally, at this point, he is cut off by a very, very happy dragon, as Elto chimes in, I am coming along with you. You should be grateful.
Oh yeah, I am actually.
I need this expansion in 14 now.
Between myself, grandfather, and this thing, she actually like smacks the little toy, which kind of rolls over onto its back and starts kind of flailing like a scuttled crab before a very distinct and clear metallic voice kind of says, affirmative, I will accompany. And you didn't think machines could sound begrudging, but this one certainly does.
Question. Would Guffin know who/what this is?
Why don't you make a knowledge check?
I would love to.
Why am I so dumb at remembering things?
Resolve roll.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stat like, why are you so bad?
Yeah.
Nope, you don't know a darn
is
thing.
a six.
That is a 6.
A 6.
That is a 6, yeah.
A natural 1 on the die, which isn't always a failure, but in this case, definitely is.
Very much so.
And as Guffin would be the only one among you who might recognize it, you don't know what's up with the toy that is speaking and possibly sentient, and no one seems to be particularly forthcoming along those lines either. But I mean, you guys can ask if you want. It's just kind of like doing the flipped crab thing.
Sure. Nakhira will go, what is that?
Midgard Sormer kind of rumbles. The greatest enemy of my people, of course, and one that is in a much more pleasing form in this day and age, I must say.
You have a sense of humor, or you are being serious?
The machine is silent for a moment as Eltol kind of pokes it until it rights itself. before responding in a mechanical voice. I look forward to once again witnessing the prowess of Warriors of Light and their ability to transcend the limitations of humanity. This data will be essential for my rebirth. Elto flips it again.
I think I'm more confused now than I was before. Is that all we get from you guys?
Yeah, that's all they're saying. Midgard Stormer kind of pauses for a minute, and says, I don't know that an explanation would be relevant or helpful at this point in time. You are welcome to ask it yourself if you have time for the much longer story.
What do you call you?
I am called Omega. The machine clanks at you. And as this is once again righted by Eltol, who's just having a grand old time, like, pushing this thing around.
Alright.
And at this point, can I say,
Yes.
like, Temis is, like, blinking lots, and she's like, and then she turns and she looks to the woman who's just announced that they're going to be able to repair the soil, and she goes, have you been hiding this from the Arboretum? How long has this been going on? Do they know? What have you been doing? And she's like ignoring everybody else, and she's just like focused in on this woman, furious.
Your directors have known for a while, actually. They chose specifically not to share it with the general staff because had the project failed, they felt it would be too disheartening for many of your members. We intend to release release more information on the project in due course, but we've thought it wise not to make the dedicated members of the Arboretum believe in an impossibility before we've proven it to be real.
Action does come before meaning, not after.
House kind of like looks at Hal and so this is proven or unproven?
These devices are as of yet untested, but they are the result of similar experimentations which have made Mordona, we are told, as arable as it had been before the calamity. As a frontier, Mordona was never an especially habitable land, but we have seen positive results that have led us to believe that these devices should work if applied properly.
And she's looking like really thoughtful and looking down and right, nodding and okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to just give this one to Copycat. Copycat has known that adventurers have been starting to once again congregate in Mordona, and that money and food do seem to have been more present there than you might otherwise expect. Whether or not Copycat found this to be interesting or not is up to them. Hal, you would know this as well.
It's true. There's more life than there has been in recent memory in Mordona since I passed through just a fortnight ago.
I'm surprised I didn't see you there.
How do you miss that?
You should have tried looking up.
Fair enough.
Well then, Sid says, kind of eager to wrap this all up. Do we have an agreement then? Is our gil and our terms sufficient to have you heroes come and save our star?
Who's our point of contact in Ishgard?
He points to Eltol, who kind of, with her claws, starts to manipulate a scroll, as she doesn't actually remember the name of this Elizin, because why would she? It's not a dragon, therefore, somewhat beneath her. A man by the name of Vespasian Halionar. He is sympathetic to our cause, and he will be helping you enter the gates. Beyond that, it's hard to say what will ensue from there.
And do we just roll up to the gates, or are we meeting them somewhere else?
You will approach the gate, and we have prepared a letter of introduction that will be given to House Halionart, after which he will come and collect you.
So we're not being particularly sneaky here?
Absolutely not. You are a
Alright.
formal contingent from the Iron City. Your caravan will also be laden with supplies more than you require as a sign of goodwill. We will be providing additional food and resources to all of the settlements you will visit, although I highly doubt there's anybody to give it to outside of Ishgard and Shattered Ulda.
Alright.
But once you have completed the trip, we will be sending you to Manderville, where the caravan will make its final rest, and you'll be able to return to life as normal.
If I may, I could count it myself, but I choose not to. How much exactly is in this gill pouch? And might I assume it's for an even split 5 ways? Sal makes a sound, and without looking, Copy gets like 6.
There is a total of 50 million gil, but if Sal does not split his payment with Nakhira, we can look to provide additional payment for him as well.
Nakhira, like, pats Sal on the top of his, like, flat little head, like, on his nose, and he goes, "No, he was just talking about traveling with Elto. He's kind of nervous about it."
Very good.
And then she kind of looks over at Elto and nods and says, "Not because you are intimidating, just, you know, he has trouble speaking to other dragons."
It's like traveling with a hero, maybe.
And Sal's little fins go like straight back, and his eyes kind of go big.
Elto laughs, and she's like, "Don't worry, cousin. I'm looking forward to this adventure. I hope you will as well."
He seems pleased. He kind of goes, and then kind of like looks down. Nakhira goes, "Copycat, you can have our gil. We don't care."
I can.
Listen.
If you want, you two can fight. It'd be kind of fun to see who would win.
Without your consent, I could not even fathom such a thing. But
Why
I will
don't?
ensure that it is split 4 ways.
Sid
Why
at this point
don't?
interjects, I do recommend that Nakhira take her share, as this will hopefully help you cover any expenses you run into on the road, should you encounter any settlements.
I was going to
If-
suggest, if you don't
If-
want all of the gil, you could just pass it off to people we find on the way. It's not like they won't need it.
Nakhira kind of grins. "Ah, you have a point. Fine, I will take all the gil."
Copycat, just his mask is just like a it's like a slanted line, and it's just like 5 ways.
Nakhira kind of, her spear, which is this weapon that sort of has this like spoon, and as the end that it has the spoon, she kind of takes it off and sort of stamps it on the ground and says, "For me, it is about what we can do. We were asked if we had any hope left for this world. I do. Is it
Hell yeah.
foolish? Probably. Yes, thank you." She kind of like nods over. Probably. Is it a fool's errand? Absolutely. Do we have a fool on it with us? And she kind of gestures to Copycat. We for sure do. But what is important is that if we can save any of this land, we will. So, heroes or not, whatever you want to call us, I will go. Sal will go too. And Sal nods enthusiastically.
I am
And the rest of you?
a mime of conviction. I shall join as well.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm definitely going.
I can carry the responsibility. I won't carry your mythology.
Temis just looks down and goes, "Oh shit."
I'm sure you can bring the bucket if you need it.
I think I will. I'm keeping the bucket. Just
Done.
hugging.
Well, very well. We've prepared a suitable room for you at an inn not too far from the council chamber, and you will depart on the morrow.
Excellent. Copycat grabs the gill. He
It's
hefts
heavy.
the gill. It's a lot. He's like It's like this.
Yeah, that's
Cradling
50
a child.
That's 50 million gil. You could afford between you a large house in the previous economy.
That's true, a mansion.
God, we'd have to get the raffle though, and that's even
Yeah, I was
harder
gonna say, like,
where all the
assuming you
houses-
can find
Too soon.
one. Yeah.
Too soon.
Oh, there are a lot of dead people now. There's probably a lot of open houses.
Now, hold on.
It's free real
What if we
estate.
told like 90% of the
pay
player
for it.
base? If everybody is leaving, as they leave the room, Sal will continue to throw like little looks over his shoulder sheepishly. Nakhira will bow to everybody on the way out, but as they go past the spot where all the garbage got dumped out from the bucket that Temis now has, thanks to Guffin, Sal will look back at everybody kind of like embarrassed and then eat it and then leave.
Saw that coming.
So Guffin will mumble to Nakhira as they're all leaving.
Sorry about that. Didn't think about it.
It's all right. Sal has you covered.
I needed the bucket. I did. I needed the bucket.
I thought so.
But you are all given rooms in a very high-class inn. It's very close to the council chambers. It's usually reserved for dignitaries. You're all given your own separate room, of course, but there is a kind of a common area set aside within it for large delegations like this, where your meals are to be served. By some of, in fact, Nakhira's colleagues who have agreed to help cook for this. So there's a sumptuous feast prepared, interestingly enough, with some of the cockatrice and loctan that were culled just this morning. So, well, afternoon, I guess it would have been. So yeah, you guys are given a good meal. Now is an opportunity, if you want, you can discuss amongst yourselves.
Copycat with alarming speed has divvied up the gil amount and even gotten new pouches for everyone to hand off even before the meal started. So that everyone could be like, this is it. And you just like, count it in your free time. I promise you I'm quite good with numbers. And they enjoy the meal. He removes his hat. He's honestly, he might even just be wearing normal Elzen clothes at this point, but he just still has the mask on.
And is somehow eating food under the mask.
Yes, through the mask. Like you look away and some more food on the plate is gone when you look back.
You can never catch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice, you know, like potatoes mashed and fried and dodo or cockatrice in this case and loctan, seared to perfection, very finely prepared. Nakhira, you definitely recognize them as some of the higher ranked iron culinarians in your department. So, but you guys are free to chat if you would like. You're having a lovely dinner together, and it looks like you're going to be on the road together. Also,
I asked Temis if she's going to eat those beans, because she doesn't seem to be eating them very fast.
but also, I will say Elto has joined you. So she's eating alongside you. Just kind of having a good time observing. Talking about how she never could understand how the Warrior of Light was able to manufacture some of her parts in a frying pan, but but you know has come to dramatically respect the culinarian's prowess.
This is a very important question. Is she sitting in a chair?
Yes. So there's a dragons. There are bespoke furnishings for dragons of various sizing.
Of course there are, because you are a woman of taste in your world building.
Yeah. Because of her size and how she is arranged, we shall say, it's more of a divan, which she can kind of stretch out on and recline.
Nakhira, I think, I mean, obviously, as they kind of came in, she knows these chefs. She goes straight to them. Like, she, she talks with them a little bit. She's, asking, oh, what did you do? Oh, that's a good way to prepare. Kind of talking with them and asking.
And they're actually asking feedback, too. So, like, you guys can, like, Nakhira can kind of help craft the spices and whatnot, too.
I love it. But you know what? Even with that, like, she's very she wants to know about like their vision, you know, like what are they doing, what were they making, what have they been cooking recently, you know, how are they going to use the meat. And so she definitely listens to them, and as they like everybody kind of settles in, she sits and undoes her culinarian jacket, again the white sort of jacket, and then looks at Elto, who's been talking about all of these things with the Warrior of Light, and goes, so this Warrior of Light, if we have this blessing that they had, what did it mean? What did it mean to them?
Elto kind of pauses for a minute to consider. I don't believe it meant all that much to him, actually. It was just something that he had. He mostly wanted to talk about fishing with me, so I could only tell you so much, but he seemed the sort who just do what he needed to do, and because he was capable of it, that's what he did.
Yes,
I'm
but
glad someone remembers him as a person.
He was
That's
quite a
quite
funny
accurate.
sort. You might not believe me, but he was. I recall him helping restore parts of Ishgard. Very much a shame what came after, but I got the impression that he was hard to tie down, but really enjoyed the finer things in life, and fought when he had to, and was quite good at it. I certainly would not have wanted to face him in battle myself, but he was a good sort. Not a very good haircut, though.
Tragic.
I guess Temis is just like listening to all this, and she's like moving the food around with her fork and just like side-eyeing everyone, and she's like, so am I going to be able to like depart and then go to my apartments and arrange my things, or am I a captive now in this good company? She's just kind of just still not happy at all.
You're welcome to return and do whatever you need to get your affairs in order, or you could just send instructions and the Iron City can take care of it. We're expecting you to be gone but a few months, so you should be able to assign a caretaker pretty easily.
So I think I will take advantage of that and send messages to my mother through you. That's a great idea. Yes, I don't want to have that conversation. And she kind of like moves the food around more and falls silent as she's staring at the dinner plate.
Yeah, Elto actually clacks her claws together. It's kind of like clapping, but a very different sound for a very different physiology. And some of the servants sort of enter. She very quietly gives them instructions, and they will move over to you and kind of help you start settling affairs as you're going. But you should still, of course, be able to converse with your new comrades, should you so desire.
Guffin's gonna kind of shuffle over and be like,
Not to take this in a dark direction, Temis, but you may want to speak to your mother face to face, because she may never see you again, and it would be cruel to send her a message.
I'm gonna look grudgingly at him, and I'm, fine. And I'm gonna say, I'll be back in an hour, and I'm gonna kind of like half awkwardly.
Well, Elto's actually going to hold her claw up and it's like, no. This is important for you. You should be here. What we will instead do is we will summon your mother. She can meet you after the meal.
And I'm like, my hands are out in front of me, and I'm like waving them around. No,
You
please,
shall stay
please.
here, and we will summon your mother. It is not a request.
So wait, are we allowed to leave and get our stuff or not?
We've provided a number of conveniences to ensure that all of your affairs will be set in order without you having to leave the building.
I don't want people to touch my stuff.
Unfortunately, some sacrifices must be made for the good of the mission.
I think us
with the
going on
And
this
we're not
mission
going to
is
let
kind
you
of a
leave.
sacrifice.
So before
Oh my
you
God.
ask, no, you will not be permitted to leave the building.
So what Temis said is actually true. We are all captured here.
If you want to look at it that way, yes.
Nakhira, like, this back and forth is going on, and she's just steadily eating her food, every bite, like, enjoying it, watching a little bit, and she finally just goes, Temis, sit down. They made food for you. You have to eat it. It's only polite.
If Hans could droop, mine have just drooped. I just like plunk myself down. I'm like, fine.
And she kind of continues on. I believe it seems as though we have some freedom. But right now, we have seen and heard a great deal today. A meal, a moment to take it all in, a moment to discuss. This is something I think we all need. Which I believe is what Elto is trying to say. And she kind of looks over at Elto.
Elto nods and is perfectly willing to go along with that one.
I don't have to leave now, but it's a very specific organizational system. I don't want anybody to mess it up.
Hal was just gonna say that it's not the title that hurts. It's what people stop seeing once you have it.
You are afraid of being a hero.
I'm afraid of people believing I am.
Do you think it will change you?
To them? To me, no.
Well, Copycat leans forward after clearing his plate. It's empty. and
Somehow.
looks to Hal and steeples his fingers over the table. We've never had any control over what others have thought of us. Once they have an idea in their head, it's theirs to sculpt, to shape, to believe. People will always believe what they want to. Belief is by far one of the strongest things out there. Oftentimes, it's all we have. You shouldn't be afraid of something you can't control. But that's my 2 cents.
You're not as
Well
guilty as you
spoken.
look.
I wear the costume for a reason. It's a role.
It's okay if it costs something. It just should not cost us ourselves.
I agree. Then do not let it. No one can take your own beliefs away from you. So hold on to it. But, Temis, although they did not tell you, which I am sorry, I'm sure it is frustrating. This is an opportunity as well for you and your work. Think of what could happen if all that you have studied can be brought back to life. Not just in that big building with all the strange plants and things. Some good ingredients. I'm not lying, but...
If it was true, if it works, I'd give everything. I would. You know what the bureaucrats are like here. Everything for the project, everything else sacrificed on the fire. And now suddenly there's a change. I mean, I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust them. They sat on the fence with Ishgard. They've sat on the fence with everything for the tower, every sacrifice for the tower, nothing for the people here. How many people have we lost because of that absolute focus? And now this. I just don't trust them.
Temis, do you trust me?
I do.
Then I'm going to promise you now, if that machine doesn't work, I will make sure that it does.
Temis smiles and she kind of like ruffles into her pocket and she pops out a kufu nut. She pops it on the table and just like thank you for the bin, sweetie. Thank you for the bin.
You know I got you.
Does a little shuffle over, picks up the nut, pops it in his pocket.
Thanks.
Well, we might not be so close. I certainly am a stranger to your ways. I imagine that the duration of this trip will have us trusting each other as well, if not depending wholly on one another to survive and come back, so that we might see this hale and beautiful city once more.
Well, look, I don't know some of you, so my name is Temis Reina Leia. I am a botanist at St. Mo's Arboretum. My father works in the iron. My mother works at St. Mo's, like me. I can heal a bit. I have the gift. I'm a botanist. I can find food. I understand the land. I've even been mapping the extent of the Black Rose and its influence. It's been changing. It's strange. But that's me. That's what I bring to the table. I will help all I can. Please forgive me. This is a lot. I've had a really bad day today, and I don't deal with a lot very well. She kind of sits quietly.
Hal will speak up next, then. And first he says, "Oh, good. Stories and soup. Now it doesn't feel like a prophecy. I am Halfarthur. Hal. I'm an adventurer. I know some of you." He kind of pauses for a long time there. I am a magician, a scholar, and a sword arm, if we need. I am used to the road, and I want to help.
Nice.
Guess that I will now go. So, I'm coughing, if that wasn't something that I made clearly aware already. I'm a little bit loud, sorry about that. I am a bit of an inventor. Can't speak. What was in that nut? Anyway, I'm a bit of an inventor, and I was part of the project that sent the tower away. So if that's any indication of how good I am, that's up to you to decide, I suppose. It worked, I think, because it did what we meant to. We never knew exactly what we'd get out of it, but we did do what we set out to do. And that is my goal in all things. Also, I'm good at punching.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. You know me as Copycat, but my name is actually just Felix. I'm from Manderville, a certified mime by the Court of Fools and their dictation. I peddle hope. But I also do tricks and mimery. But I hope to get to know you all and support you in this journey, as it could make a world of change if we succeed.
As a resident of Manderville, and you don't have to spend any skill points for this at all, but you do know all of the Manderville dances. There are many traditional Manderville dances, and new ones are invented seasonally quite often. So, as of your prior residency, you know all of them, as that is a big cultural thing within the city. Do with that knowledge how you will. Anyway, GM out.
I love it. That's incredible, and I'm so much richer for knowing it. As everybody goes around the table, Nakhira has kind of, as she finishes off the last bites of her food, which she's been savoring, this slow kind of smile has been sort of tilting up one side of her lips. And she kind of leans back and crosses her arms, and it kind of gets to her, and she goes, I am Nakhira. I believe I have met all of you. Hal, we have been on a few different missions together, the Adventurers Board, always looking for those who can help out. Temis, I would not be able to do it without your ingredients, without the missions we've gone on together to try to find what can still be eaten in this world, but also everything else that you do is very important. I'm very happy that I was able to supply you food, Guffin. And she kind of looks over at Guffin. It was hard, the work you did on that tower, and all-consuming, but you were passionate about it. And that in and of itself, I think, it was worth it, yes. And Copycat, we met once. I'm surprised to see you in the Iron City.
I was hoping you'd forgotten that.
How could I forget you nude in the desert?
I was not at my best.
Well, I hope you've gotten better at Mahjong, because I will certainly beat you at it again. And then she kind of looks around at everyone, and Sal by her side is eating the remnants off of his plate, sort of messily. She says, now we have shared a meal. We know one another's names. And that is the first step of trust. For all the steps we will take together, it begins with this one. I am glad to be adventuring with you, even if we have yet to decide if we are truly so-called heroes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can we be something besides warriors of light? That's such a big title.
Outtros been kind of quietly observing and letting you all go, but she laughs at this. As I said, the warrior himself never seemed to put too much stock in that title. What you make of your identities is up to you, I would say. So long as you get the job done, I think everyone will be happy for it.
Fair enough.
Then we will get the job done. Is there more? Did you have any? I'll have whatever's left.
More plates are brought out, along with some lovely dessert wines for you all to partake in, should you so desire. That said, though, I think I would like to move us along to the next day, if you guys are feeling up to it. As as you assemble with the group, it's about 20 members of the support staff, so you've got a pretty decent caravan of people. There are massive horse or chocobo-less carts. The Ironworks has created combustion engines that they can use to transport these items, and they are set with actual rubber tires, which will allow them, with their shock systems, to go over rough terrain with aplomb. You hope. So the gear should come with you. As you're kind of inspecting them, Guffin, your head starts to hurt. As you behold these devices, you get this strange aura that consumes you as information floods into your mind, and you now understand these machines in intricate detail.
Are we talking about the carts or the ether things?
Both.
Okay.
But you knew how the carts worked already.
Okay.
You've probably worked on them before.
Okay.
The ether, the soil restoration devices, however, you suddenly very intricately understand, to the point where a visualization of the schematic seems to have seared itself into your brain. Along with just the regular searing of your brain, because this doesn't feel great. But you've never responded to machinery in this way before, but for whatever reason now you just seem to intuitively understand it.
Anybody else having a weird reaction to that wine from last night? No, just me. All right.
Kind of does
Did you forget to drink water?
Maybe. I can't really remember right now.
He's doing a strange walk around the, almost like a little toddle around the machine, trying to look at it from angles and seeing things that he really shouldn't see, and both being completely distracted by this strange headache, but very focused on what this monster of a machine is.
What is happening?
He sounds a little bit crazed.
I mean, you're small. I figured you are a lightweight, but not that much of a lightweight. We've drunk together before, Guffin.
What does this look like to you?
It sort of looks at everybody else, points at the machine.
What does it...
And I'll just jump in here. So the machines themselves are enormous cylinder, cylindrical objects with a lot of kind of extraneous machinery around them. It looks like you kind of set them on the ground and it will bore into it and start infusing it and churning it. Beyond that, hell if you know.
Hal just says hubris and hope.
But more technically, do you see this?
And he follows a circuit line with his finger. It's very complicated and obviously not on the surface of this cylinder.
Hal's just shaking his head.
Big metal tube.
It's a lot of metal, yes. It's metal.
Yeah.
What do they said?
Huh.
And Temis is takes her rucksack down and she starts searching through herbs and stuffing them into her water bottle and shaking it vigorously and hands it to go. Try this. This might help with the head. This is. There you go, sweetie.
He's sipping from it, but his eyes are still glued on this machine. And
the headache does seem to subside. Whether or not it's the herbs, it's hard to say.
So, from his perception of this thing, does he know whether or not it will work?
Guffin is almost certain it will work and work well.
So after this appraisal of this thing, he looks at Temis and he has this like big starry-eyed look, right?
This is gonna work. This actually will work. I know it.
It goes into like an explanation of how the thing works. Nobody cares. It's very technical.
Right.
But the summation
Temis is
at,
just
at
like
the
blinking
end.
fast and nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it processes the ether that way, and I think it really is gonna work.
Very excited.
Good.
Like, up on his tippy toes, flitting around, headache gone at this point, ready to go.
Copycat's like, I need some of that. I have a headache now.
Passes off the bottle.
It's like Temis is touching it. I wonder if I put too many herbs in there.
You're good at this, Temis. That was great.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay? Can I just come? Can I just touch you a second? And I'm just like looking at Guffin. I'm like,
Does a little
Do you
T-pose.
feel like bilious? I
feel great.
Just like fussing over. You feel great? You're okay. Good. And I'm looking at the others. It's good. It's good. like eyes. Like it's good. Help.
While you're having this conversation, Sid kind of steps out. Very casually. It's like, well, I'm not one to stand to ceremony, but also I think it's time for you all to leave. We have a world to restore, people to save, and I don't want to be hearing about Ishgard from my mother any longer. Sid, by the way, is part Elizin. He does have a slight bend in his ears. You can speculate all you want on that relationship, but he certainly seems kind of sour about it. So, great heroes, warriors of light, whatever we're going to be calling you.
I'll take whatever.
Get going. We need this done.
Oh my god, he's kicking us out of the city.
Yeah, it's not the first time this has happened. Believe me. This is actually one of the nicer ones.
I am not surprised.
Yeah. At least they paid you on the way out, right? So the gates kind of swing open before you.
Before we get kicked out, I'm going to quickly turn around. I'm so sorry that my mother bit one of your guards last night. She is just wild. I apologize so much. Please tell them. And I like ruffle through, like give him this coin. It's fine. I'm so sorry. She just gets like that sometimes. You know? And I kind of bye.
I thought your mother was a guys.
Sid holds his hand up and is like, don't worry, I already paid for it. It was well worth the entertainment.
You try and live with her. Jesus God.
Oh, absolutely not. But once in a while, very entertaining. I'm glad to have witnessed such a wonderful scene. Anyway, off you go. But anyway, yeah, you're kicked out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
Great.
go.
All right, here we go.
Nice. Copycat busts out the loot. Cat hitches a ride on one of the carts and starts playing. You know, one of those nice old traveling songs.
Guffin is entertained.
But
Nakhira and Sal are kind of walking along the side of the carts, and they seem to be kind of quietly communicating together. Nakhira kind of bumps their heads together, and then looks over at Temis and goes, "Temis, do you want to ride on him?"
Ooh. And I'm like, nah, maybe not. And I put Toshka on his back, and she kind of like squidges in and like does 3 circles around and kind of like pops down on the saddle and kind of watching the world go by as we're wandering.
Elto, by the way, is on a larger cart, and she is talking the ear off anyone who will listen about the devices and how wonderful they are.
Oh, there.
So yeah, she and Guffin, I presume, are having excited technical conversations here.
Flux capacitor.
Yeah, Hal is kind of bouncing between the groups, just being around, not really talking very much, but listening.
All right. So with that said, like as you are kind of approaching Hearth is. You see along the side of the road a man dressed in robes of the Ishgardian clergy. As he sees you coming, he kind of waves out, asking, like, kind of gesturing for you to please stop, which the leader of the caravan, one of the drivers, does kind of halt the line. And as he steps forward, he's like, pray tell, are you from the Iron City?
What gave you that impression?
Just this is wonderful iron beast that you carry. Please, are you from the Iron City?
Cat leans over the cart and scrutinizes this man. Like, does he seem clean, well dressed? Like, what is
He's pretty well, he's pretty well put together. He wears, like, the robes that denote him as a member of the Orthodox Church. His ranking seems mid.
He's kind of like he's mid, but he's clean. So.
Yeah.
Choice of word intentional. Like, he's kind of a middle-ranking priest by the look of him.
Oh, who might I have the pleasure of regarding, sir?
Yes. My name is Orlo Snowfall. I am a member of the Orthodox clergy. I've come desperately seeking the aid of the Iron City. You see, we have been displaced from our rightful home, and my hope was that the Iron City, who has always been friendly to our order, would intervene and help us restore order to our great city and return us to our traditional values once more. Nakhira.
Yes. Yeah. Nakhira does at this point step out from behind one of the cars.
Hold up. As you do, your head starts to hurt.
Oh no.
And you see a vision of this man, which you're not quite sure you understand what exactly it is, but you see this vision kind of through this man's eyes of him entering Ishgard with a horde of Iron Guard. It's very unrealistic. Like, the numbers and the machinery he imagines, not how it's set up, but he's envisioning this grand thing, and he sees himself, like, gleefully entering Ishgard and just slaughtering all of these underclass and like, putting heads on pikes and building up the chapel and, like, burning heretics at the stake, and you like feel this sense of, like, desperate glee and, like, how badly this man wants this.
Okay.
Also, your head really hurts.
Great. So Nakhira has stepped out from behind the cart. She was fully intending to just, like, already lay into this man, and, like, her, she's imposing this big muscular person, and as this vision strikes her, her expression kind of shifts and changes, and while the others can't see what she's seeing, there are these glimpses on her face of the emotions that she feels, this will, this desire, this driving force from this man in all of its awfulness and all of its horror. And those same looks kind of pass her face, that glee, and she kind of reels back. The fur of her tail has kind of, like, puffed out, and she shakes her head violently, and then she barrels up unsteadily towards him and grabs him by the throat.
Please make a roll at a -1. You now have a -1 to all of your rolls for now, because you are echo sick.
Oh! Oh god! Okay. What roll am I doing? Is this, like, strength, I'm guessing?
If you're trying to grab him, yes, it would be strength.
Okay.
Am I also echo sick by DB?
No, you are fine. That was quite some time ago, so you're fine.
Okay.
Hold on, I guess, actually, would this be muscle?
Yeah,
Or-
muscle would be the
Muscle.
roll. Yeah.
At a -1. Okay. Oh, I got a 12. I see. 11 with the penalty.
You grab him and he looks shocked. Like, he almost instinctively raises a barrier, but your fist just crashes through as you grab him.
Now, here's a question to you.
Yes.
With this vision, and this being the first time, is there anything that you would want me to roll as a contest of Nakhira's will against his?
Nakhira's actions are her own. You just saw his will. So you know, and what you choose to do with that is up to you.
Okay. Nakhira says, you have come this far to beg for help. To beg for help from a city that took a neutral stance. Should they have? No. But it is not your side that they should have taken. And she, like, her grasp tightens harder, and this, like, driven sense behind her words is so strong and so palpable. She says, what you envision for this city, what you want with all of your heart, is something that comes at the cost of many other lives, including those that I have loved. And she casts him to the ground.
He kind of scrambles, looking fearfully for a bit. His mind is racing. He's not quite sure what he wants to do here. Before his face kind of settles on this abject disgust as he mutters, I should have known better than to ask these churls. He kind of stands and straightens his attire and is like, very well then. I will withdraw, but you are not welcome in Ishgard. And should you persist in your mission, you will find your lives at the tip of the Fury's spear. And he turns and walks off.
The tip of the what spear?
The Fury's spear.
Fury.
Doubt it.
You gonna let him go?
It's just like, that went well.
Yeah.
Nakhira seems a bit dazed. Like, she kind of reaches for her head, but she looks back at him and says, well, then she will match her spear with mine. And then kind of stumbles back, confused, like it's dawning on her that she does not understand what just happened. It's like...
Wait, are you okay? You're
Are you well,
wobbly.
Nakhira?
Yeah.
I don't know. Temis, do you still have any of those herbs for the head?
Yes.
Copycat gave the bottle back, so.
Yeah, and she'll start preparing. What on earth happened? Why did you attack that man? What happened? And she's like shaking up the potion and like the water and handing here, dear, here.
Thank you. She takes it and drinks it. And Leon, I'm going to ask you something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the core of his desire in those visions, what do you think was his motivation for wanting it?
You saw his exaltation, his being granted a hero, and you also saw him entering the halls of a grand house. You saw his acceptance. Also, I'm just going to give this one to you, too. Snowfall is the name of a bastard.
Nakhira says, I don't know what happened. It was like I could feel what he wanted. He wanted what we all know. The conservative force in Ishgard wants to take the city, to reclaim it, to destroy those that they think don't fit into their mold. But for all that I despise it, he was afraid. He was weak. He wanted recognition and power, a place, a lavish home, a name that was his own. But it does not forgive what he would want to make that happen.
Yeah, how daring dare he?
Nakhira goes, But I don't know. It is like I saw what he would want to do in its entirety, but I have never met the man.
You've met
You
many
boys
like
had
them.
pretty good intuition, right?
I like to think so. But this was different.
Yeah.
Temis's brow is knitted together, and she's like, "You." And she looks back at the machine. Are you? Maybe there's something wrong with this thing. If it's messing with the aether, if it changes the aether, maybe we shouldn't be standing so close to the bloody thing.
There shouldn't be anything with it like that.
Yeah, Guffin knows for sure that that is not the case.
Then what is it? Do you know, when you want something with your whole heart, you feel it, your drive, your passion. It is like cooking for me and for Sal. And Sal kind of like nods. She goes, it is like I could feel in my heart all that his heart was directed towards. That is not normal. I drank last night, but again,
Conviction does leave a shape upon the soul. Maybe, considering your past, maybe it just, you were open to it.
I don't want to be open to the conviction of scum like that. Yeah, he grew up poor, he was a bastard, so what? But many of us have problems. We don't go murder people. Well, unless it's important to for safety or, that kind of thing.
Well, we've all been under a significant amount of stress.
Either way, you were right, it seems.
I suppose. Hopefully he can not act upon that will of his.
Well,
I
we
mean, I'm
must be
surprised
wary.
you made it this far.
Fair.
And Temis is going to say under her breath, I don't think it's his will we're having to worry about right now.
What do you mean?
And she's going to be really quiet and step back.
Oh, could I have heard that, or is that like a...
If you were close enough, I think. She's kind of like verbalizing out loud the concern.
You got big ears. I mean, maybe you caught it.
How about you make an observation roll? This will also, I will permit resolve for.
Were you gonna take that one a copycat, or did you want me to?
No, you go, please.
Oh.
Yeah, this is for you, Zanidra.
Okay.
You
Oh,
do
I have
hear-
rolled a 12 this time.
Yes, you do hear the comment.
Okay.
What do you mean, Temis?
I do have big ass ears, so like.
I mean, we know that we all know the stories. We grew up on them, right? We know they were chosen, the warrior of light, the real warrior of light. Like they chosen, and they had something. Their interaction with the source, it changed them. I'm just, oh God,
You think-
what has it done to us?
You think that's wise? Well, I mean, is it something to be nervous about? It's been helpful, if that's what it is, right?
Sure,
Not that
it's
we were going to
helpful.
help that guy anyway.
I mean, I suppose. In your case, what, you looked at the technology? You knew it? Is that what you experienced?
Is that what you think that was? Oh my gosh,
If you
that's
had the
what that
same
was.
headache. I'm saying there are similar symptoms, but the way we experienced it was noticeably different. If I have to go hearing the inner desire of every bigoted, religious, Halone praising person, then I'm going to go mad.
Yeah, that's not great. But maybe it's not just. I keep saying rude. Maybe it's not just rude to people. Maybe it's everybody. Maybe it works both ways. Because, like, well, certainly if it's a blessing, it's helpful, right?
It was very helpful the last time, I believe. Or is that not why we don't have a tower?
Helpful. Are we all forgetting? the giant creature in the room. The Warrior of Light
So?
died. His blessing did not protect him. No, not him. He's medium. Small, really, compared to most. Sorry, Sal. And Sal's like, well, if it has happened to two of us, there are more remaining.
Copycat grips his lute and he just like goes off tune for one of his plunks. Looks at Hal and everyone else.
I mean, the headache wasn't great, but being able to see how that machine worked was amazing. And honestly, would probably really piss off Nora J, so that's kind of cool too.
No, I can understand what you're saying. The man was wrong. His desires wrong. But they came from a place that I can understand all too well.
In the case of him, he was sort of a wolf in wolf's clothing. Imagine it in a different perspective. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone you could read when they look innocent.
Innocent. Anybody wearing that clergy uniform is questionable. But they are driven by the same things we are. And poverty, loss of power. Those are things that can drive you to try to be the opposite. To be the one in power. Still, I should have punched him, I think.
I mean, you almost choked him out. I think that's close enough.
I wonder if it's intentional. I wonder if you can control it. And I'm gonna like walk up and I'm gonna offer my hands to her. See if you can see what I'm thinking right now.
Nakhira will kind of be like, okay. And she'll put her hands out and like doesn't know what they're doing gesture-wise. She's not really like, she doesn't know how to do magic and stuff like
Make
that.
a resolve roll, please.
Which one of us?
Yeah, which one?
This would be Nakhira. Please make a resolve roll to see if you can invoke the echo.
Do I still have echo sickness?
No.
How sees you doing?
14.
Oh,
Ooh.
I
sorry,
was
Hal,
actually
go ahead.
expecting you
Oh,
to
no.
roll that high. You start to like, you get a bit of an aura, and you almost feel like you can grasp onto something, but then it fades. Almost like you were not high enough level to invoke it on your own, but because you rolled well, you made a good go at it.
Well, Temis, I don't have enough experience points yet to do this. I'm kidding.
Hal is just judging your magic form.
Do we see the aura?
No. Yeah, but when I say aura, I refer to like the migraine.
Yeah,
Aura.
that bit of like something pushing the
At the
boundaries
edges.
of. Okay. So Nakhira's ears kind of twitch back for a second, and then she kind of drops her hands and goes, nothing. And she kind of looks up and catches a glimpse at Hal and goes, Hal, don't even. I don't do magic, you know this.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just unorthodox.
Do you have a suggestion? Should I wave my hands around? Should I get a thing and make it float in one hand and just dance around with a little pointy needle with the other? Or
Maybe we should ask our dragon friend. If she remembers the warrior, maybe.
Oh,
Oh, you guys are doing well on your own. I didn't want to interject. Yes, that is the power of the echo.
you knew this whole time?
Absolutely.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
joking.
I'm not going to interrupt you if you guys are sorting this out on your own. Discovery is the core of human ingenuity, is it not?
You are a sassy thing.
The power you refer to is colloquially known as the Echo. The Warrior of Light reported that he could see the memories of others, but perhaps yours is different.
You.
I didn't expect an answer. I didn't expect an actual answer.
well, I guess we have one now. I definitely didn't see the man's memories, so... I mean,
Yes.
you neither. Did you see the memories of the machine?
No, I I suppose it could have been its creator's memories, but really it was just how it works.
Different echo for different age of entrepreneuring adventurers.
I'm going to
I
make some
almost
more
said
herb
heroes.
juice.
I mean,
Just
that
like
seems
turns around and
wise.
starts like ripping up herbs.
Yes, if any of you get hit with this, don't look forward to the headache. It is bad. I see, Guffin, I see why it got you so much earlier.
I'm glad it wasn't the wine, though. It's good wine.
That said, though, the road to Ishgard is clear now, so you're able to get in without too much difficulty. As you approach the gate, the guards do stop you, but when you present the letter, they go to fetch your contact. Vespasian is a kind of a slight fellow. He's a bit shorter, kind of dweeby looking, like he has middle child vibes where like he's just kind of here doing his best and no one really expects much of him, but you know, he's doing his thing. But he's got kind of lighter blonde hair, fairly pale, as many who exist in the eternal winter of Ishgard would be, wearing very, very nice clothes with the crest of House Helionart. He greets you warmly as like, welcome delegates from the Iron City. We are so happy to have you here. Your arrangements have already been made for your caravan and your personnel. We will be hosting them at Camp Dragonhead, which he kind of indicates to the large fortress not too far from the area. But you, representatives, I am pleased to welcome you to our fair city, under duress though it may have been in the many, many violent years we have endured. Please, come with me.
Hello,
And
thanks.
as he says this, the gates of Ishgard swing open, and you are permitted to enter the Foundation. As he leads you in, he's kind of chatting about how very apologetic. He's like, now, as you understand, House Helionart has its own reputation to maintain. While we are friendly with the Iron City and remain eternally grateful for the support that you have provided the Sky Steel Manufactory over these dark times and these many dark years, we cannot host you ourselves. However, I have enlisted in a wonderful ally who has agreed to put you up. He's recently come into a bit of property, you understand, and as he has told me, the halls are quite quiet without others to fill them. Here he is now. And a young man, probably, well, I say young, but like early 20s, kind of steps forward. He has a very dark complexion, like he's very tanned, almost as if he was old on. Much shorter of stature, but his ears are curved like that of an Elizan, though his body seems more that of a Heer. And he's kind of got darker black hair, very like, he looks like a puppy. He's very eager. He's very excited to be here, as he kind of like excitedly dashes up and is like, finally, I'm so happy to meet you. I've been hearing stories about all of the great things that the Ironworks have done for us, and I just know that you will help our people see that an alliance with your city is really the best way forward. My name is Gratien Hearth. I'm sorry, excuse me. Gratien de Fortemps, at your service. He tries to bow with the florid grace of a noble, and he's points for enthusiasm, but he's not quite there. But as part of my service to the revolution, I've been given my family's ancestral home. sort of. I mean, I'm a bit of a bastard, you see. Not in that way, but in the other way, where my family is very illegitimate. But since we helped with the revolution, you know, they gave me the house since my cousin's not really using it anymore. But it's quiet. It's eerie, really. And I would love it if you would stay with me. And I was told that the Warrior of Light stayed with us before, and to welcome you into Ishgard like this, it feels like fate, right? Like fate. Anyway, please come with me. And this eager puppy man just kind of leads you through the snowy streets of Ishgard to a manor that's definitely seen better days, but it is quite large and ornate.
You are the best person I have met in the past month.
Didn't you just meet? And like Nakhira kind of gestures at some of the group. And then she's like, no, that's okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
And Elto is staying behind in Count Dragonhead, but she did advise you that she's but a link pearl away. Because apparently they figured out how to give those to dragons. So,
they pop right in a little hole in their head.
Beep.
Yeah, exactly. But,
notwithstanding you, copycat, you don't count. You're like in the inner circle, you know.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you, Guffin dear.
But he kind of eagerly opens, and there are a few servants in here, but like not many, and like the way he greets them, it's like it looks like it's his war bros who've now gotten jobs with him since he suddenly has an estate and some money. When they kind of let you in, they're also very unpolished but enthusiastic. They're very happy to see you. And Temis and Hal, you both start getting a headache.
Well, no.
Oh no.
So we're going to start with Hal. Hal, you embody your vision. You see through the eyes of another, stepping into this manor, and you see a very stately man using a cane, wearing very nice clothing, very fierce look, but very kind as he welcomes you in. You see standing at his side a young man with kind of light gray hair in a knight's garb, who you feel affection and sadness when you look at his face. You see two other noblemen, one very stern and unforgiving, but you still feel a certain warmth there, even though his face might not indicate it. And then another very, very kind, if not a bit foolish. He's got a bit of a baby face, and you feel home. You feel welcome here. You feel safe. Temis, you see something different.
The squeak.
Oh, good.
You see the selfsame man, this very distinguished older gentleman. You see him weeping brokenly over a coffin. The only one beside him is the young baby-faced noble. You see this young noble who always, intuitively was always kind of the fool. You see him put on the robes of state. You see him struggle to maintain. You see him marry a harsh woman who had great demands. You see him fall in love, or having fallen in love with a woman, much darker complexion, a Here woman. You see him sheltering her in the broom, how she always looked forward to his visits with her children. And you see that family suddenly cut off as he just stops returning. You see inside the house the increased presence of priests and warriors as this young man ages and he feels the weight, and he tries desperately to stop the tide, but his wife and and her family, bearing the crest of the House d'Ismael, slowly take over, and you see the tone and the warmth of this house change very suddenly. 7 generations you watch war gripping this house, fighting on behalf of the church, and there's no sight of those children any longer. Until finally you see a young man who seems recognizable, a red-haired Mikote, stealing into the house to read a book before fleeing into the night alongside that engineering chief who you had met before. And you see the doors shatter not too long after, as the house is taken by torch-wielding revolutionaries. And you see the final lord, a man with dark black hair and a truly arrogant disposition, is brought away in chains as the house has fallen.
All right, who needs a break for a tissue? Because I do.
That was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
My heart is
Oh my
squeezed
goodness.
out.
Yeah. After you, Hal.
Sure. So I guess what would manifest for everybody else to see is just how kind of getting a spacey expression for a little bit and then coming back with a start and a grasping of the head. Okay. I think I know what it feels like now.
Copycat leans over while they're approaching the. They're still like just before
Right
the
in the
foyer,
hall,
right?
yeah.
Right in the hall. And Copycat does like a double take and then like clasps Hal's shoulders. Like, did you get it? What happened? What did you see? How did it feel? No, bad. I know, but like, what happened?
No.
Hal also, and Temis as well, you will notice as you're looking around, you see portraits of these people that you just saw kind of hanging around. The stern count looking very noble and austere. The kind gray-haired knight wearing a enchanting smile. And you see a portrait of that young lord too. Older, bowed by the weight, but with a twinkle of joy still left in his eyes. And Temis, you will recognize the other portraits of these couples, these people, 6 generations of lords, and all of this history that has just recently come to an end.
Yeah, Hal will respond, it only feels bad now. In the moment, I was welcome.
Well,
It felt natural.
Temis just like, as they were walking in and it hit, it was like she like hit something. She just stopped dead. And all you can see is just tears pouring down her face. She's not making any noise. She's just weeping. And she's just like looking at the portraits, and there's just tears rolling down her. And she looks so confused. She's just overwhelmed by everything that's just hit, and she just kind of like sinks to the floor and kind of like just sits down very quietly and just looking at the portraits one after another, and she just sat there quietly.
Are you guys okay? Gratien's very like kind of in a tizzy and concerned over all of this.
Copycat's like, no, don't worry. It's the echo. Have you heard of that? It was
His
okay,
eyes
never mind. They're okay.
start sparkling.
Oh
And
God.
he just goes off. The echo, the sign of the warrior of light. He stayed with us, you know. Like, and he's gesturing at the portraits. Like, this is like our great patriarch, Count Edmund. And he points to the picture of the dignified man. He took in the warrior of light because I don't quite recall the details, but like, I think there was an assassination or something. He needed a place to hide. It was really nasty business. But they took him in. He stayed here. This was his home for a long time. That's my grandpa. And he points to the statue of kind of, or not the statue, the portrait of the kind of kindly, like, sort of baby face. He really loved us, and he kept sending us money until they didn't let him anymore. But I'm here now, and I found these portraits, so I wanted to dig them out because they're very important. But yeah, that's my family. You saw my family, and he's super like over the moon about this.
That's wonderful, sir. Could I trouble you for some tissues and some water, if you have any for
Yes, right away. Please, go fetch it. And one of the servants runs off and comes back with kind of like... They're still using commoner stuff in here. And it's fine.
Hal will definitely say to him that he seemed a great man.
That's what the stories say. I know my grandfather really struggled, but they say he quietly emptied a lot of the coffers to support the rebellion, which is kind of why Dismail took us over. But I found this portrait kind of in a bin in one of the storage areas. They blamed him a lot for failing the house, but I think he really saved us, and we couldn't have come as far as we did without him. So I'm really happy that I can put his portrait back up where it belongs.
So precious.
Yeah, you'll note that the other portraits don't really have as high a place of honor as like the four. Like the rest are like, this is the history that Temis recognizes, but also these guys were kind of assholes.
Sal
Temis, are you
definitely.
alright?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say.
Temis, are you okay? This one, she needs the tissues. This one here.
Yeah, they kind of hustle the tissues over.
Sal sidles up to her and kind of, is she still crouching, Fornex? Like, or on the ground?
Yeah, I'm on the ground.
Okay. So Sal will kind of make little, like, worried mother hen noises and then kind of push anybody that's close, like, a little bit, like, not, like, fully out of the way, but kind of he's bigger, so he kind of just, like, makes a little space and then kind of curls up around her and is just making these little, like, calming purr noises, like, and we'll kind of look up at Guffin as Guffin comes over to check, like, what to do, but, like, just like,
She'd be alright.
Gives Sal a little pat on his nose.
She'd be okay. What, you're a good boy. You're such a good boy.
Temis like puts her hand on Sal and she's like, I'm okay. I'm sorry, and she kind of like looks really embarrassed.
Don't be
She
sorry.
puts tissue. She's trying to. Can I? I need a pen and I need some paper. And she's shaking. You can see her hands like trembling. I need to. There's such a lot that happened, and I need to write it down. And she starts to try and like get her sack off, and she's just flailing a bit and scattering things around the floor and generally looking like a nervous wreck.
Yeah, they do fetch you some paper and a quill so that you can write it down. And they will also help you kind of arrange yourself. The servants are untrained but conscientious.
I love them.
They're so sweet.
Yeah, it's a duo of like really tall Elizan guys, and they're a bit broy, but they mean well.
It's my people, the himbos.
They are very pretty, so.
Nakhira will, like, taking stock of all of this, kind of look at Hal and go, so you saw the best?
I was the past, so to speak.
Hey?
It's hard to explain. I saw, but it was like I was there.
Can I do a roll to see if Guffin clues in?
Sure. Let's see what
4.
you got. I don't think your intuition's... Oh.
Oh,
I rolled a 14.
Intuition.
14. Wow.
This is Lady Luck done smiled on Guffin.
I will let you go with where you think Guffin would think this is going.
All right. So this isn't a huge reaction, but I did want to make sure that it would make sense for Guffin to make the reaction. Guffin is gonna get a shit-eating grin as he looks over at Hal and sort of makes a connection that may or may not be the truth about what is happening to Hal. He has an idea about what Hal's echo might be, and he just starts laughing. Gets this grin, this like big lopsided.
Oh, that is good. That is so good. Amazing. Thank you, lady, wherever you are.
And that's it. That's all you get.
Nakhira just goes,
You know,
Sure.
Hal is just not even paying attention to Guffin, just thinking about... Yeah, absolutely normal. It's like...
yeah.
It felt like something I'd done 100 times.
100 times.
It just was. And sure, it hurts now, but it was right.
That's right. So you saw yourself in the house, coming into the house? You spoke as
Being
though
welcomed.
being welcomed. Huh. I mean, in the one I had, I can understand the perspective of seeing through something or someone. It was not me. It was, I suppose, him. But yours does sound different.
I can't decide if it's more or less useful.
It certainly seems like, with all these various versions of this echo thing we have, we're getting, different pieces of a puzzle that together will be quite helpful. You got sort of like a past thing. Temis also got like sort of a past thing, and now we know what happened here. It could be useful for something.
It was kind of like that, but not really. I was seeing things, but not me. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
It was
and just
like-
to clarify for you, if this helps, you kind of had an omniscient, almost godlike view, so you were just watching events
Yeah.
unfold from
Yeah.
detached.
Yeah, it was like, it's like when you read a good novel and you really get into it and you're kind of with the characters but you're not the characters, if you know what I mean. That's how it felt, and it was very, very sad. And she kind of like,
Really?
and this is most of it. I there was a lot. I think like I'd missed some things, but and she kind of like hands over to Guffin the kind of note of the things that happen, and it's kind of disjointed a bit because of how it was hitting, but it kind of gets the gist of what she saw, especially like focusing on like the redhead and the book and the things that kind of like stood out. Yeah.
Gratien, for his part, is kind of looking over Guffin's shoulder and is in awe. It's like, this is my family's history. This is so amazing.
Family's history. So you have like a good book about this family's history. Was it anyone just in particular or everybody?
Oh, we have several memoirs. My family has a long line. They're currently housed in the study, but the details here, they're sparse, but they're accurate. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, he married into the House Ismail, and he was supporting the revolution, but didn't go too well for him. And basically everyone else just supported the church until me, and yeah, my cousin's in jail now, but I'm here.
Nice.
I don't
So-
know why that made me laugh so much.
Hal, you said you saw a perspective.
Yes, if someone being welcome into the home. I saw, and he gestures towards the portraits, Edmont, and he's kind of clearing that with Gratienne.
Who is enthusiastically nodding.
This one, if there is a picture of the other people that are there, he would just kind of point them out.
And he's like, that's Lord
And have
Wolfrafont. He died defending the Warrior of Light. But he was instrumental in bringing down the church the first time around. That's Lord Artois. He died at the Gimlet Dark when Black Rose was released. And then that's Grandfather Emmanuel. He's the one who loved my mom and or my great grandmother really, and brought her from Ul'dah after they fell to ruin, and he protected her, and that's my family.
They said no words. I felt at home.
Well, you are home now, like my family before me. I want to welcome the new Warriors of Light into the House de Fortemps. I'm so
we haven't
happy you're
finalized
here.
that title, but thank you.
Of course, whatever you want to be called. And explosion in the foundation suddenly rocks the area. You feel it in the structure of the city as something just explodes. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Don't you even with you.
Yeah, of course. Why? How dare?
Liana!
Wow.
If anything happens to this sweet little golden retriever boy and his mundane manservants, his mundane himbo manservants.
Well, that will have
They
to
were
depend on
roommates.
you now, won't it, heroes?
Well, I'll have to protect the mundane manservants and our boy, our new homeboy.
That's us. The
But-
Warriors of Light, protectors of himbo manservants everywhere.
That aside,
right.
though, thank you for joining us for this, our second, or perhaps second and third episode of A Time Adrift, depending on how we slice this up. We're so happy you could join us on this story. If I did make you cry, I'm not sorry at all. I'm in fact proud of myself.
Don't.
Because I was going for that, and I've been obsessing and rewriting this for the past week, so I hope it worked. But
I did
Albino,
wonder
where can
if
we
that
find
was
you?
the section you were worried about. Big kudos. Big kudos.
Thank
You
you.
did
Thank
great.
you.
That was
But
very
yeah.
jerky.
Yes.
But yeah, Aldino, where can we find you?
I am Aldino. As I said at the top, I am on Aetherite Radio as a podcast host. I am also here. I'm on Blue Sky as Aldino. Turns out nobody wants that name other than me, I guess. And I'm also on a show, TTRPG show, plus One Shot. We're on hiatus right now. We may come back. There's some people here that want to be a part of that one day, so keep an eye out.
True.
But that's it for me.
I am Dr. Griswold, as stated before. You can find me on Twitch every weekday for 3 hours in the afternoon at 2:30 p.m. CST. At twitch.tv/Dr. Griswold. You can find me at the same handle on Blue Sky because Twitch is the devil. Not Twitch, Twitter. I love Twitch. Twitch, please don't kick me off your platform. I didn't mean it.
If you want great art, reach out to Grizz, but not before I got what
Please.
I need, because I have stuff that I'm working on, and I need their
It's true.
schedule
My
to be
commissions-
reasonably open.
It's true. My commissions are rolling, so they're always tentatively open if you're willing to wait.
Get yourself a FanFast Warrior of Light sticker.
Yes, get a sticker.
Or whatever
before
your
it's
Warrior of
today.
Light wants to be
That-
called.
That shipping takes like at least a week.
Get yourself a picture of Doom Train with considerable assets on it.
Yeah. Memories of Steel, yes.
The Doom boobies are unbelievable.
Please check out my Blue Sky for a recent illustration of Doom Train with tits.
Yeah, hi, I'm Phoenix. You can find me over on YouTube at Phoenix the Herald. You can find me on Twitch at The Crichton Herald. You can find me on Blue Sky as Phoenix the Herald. You can find me here on A Time Adrift with these wonderful people. You can find me on the Lightbringers podcast, which is a Guild Wars 2 specific podcast, which I do with Rookery occasionally. And also, I am now an occasional guest on Aetherite Radio, which was lovely. We enjoyed it last night. It was very fun. So that's me, and catch you next time. Yeah.
I'm Rookery. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Rookery. That's ROOKURI. You can find me on Twitter and also Blue Sky as well. But Twitter, it's at Rookery_. Blue Sky, it's at Rookery. And yes, I do agree. Twitter is the devil. God, why am I still over there? But I am. But I am also on Aetherite Radio with these lovely folks. I am also on the Lightbringers podcast when I'm able to for Guild Wars 2, and of course here now on A Time Adrift. And if you don't catch me in any of those, I'm probably doing esports hosting or casting. I do a lot of work with World of Warcraft and with Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2 whenever I'm able and those opportunities come up. So keep an eye out because I really like celebrating all of our content in game, both the lore all the way to end game or competitive content too.
Hi, I'm Zenidra. I've been telling people I'm still on Twitter because if we completely abandon it, then we'll become an echo chamber of idiocy. So somebody's got to stay there and go, wait, no, that's wrong, every now and then. That's Zenidra_. Hey, Blue Sky is just Zenidra. I am on Aetherite Radio. I'm on Plus One Shot. I am on this. I am sometimes on the radio, the actual radio. So if you hear an ad and you're like, that sounds like Zenidra, it is. That's it. That's what I do. I might eventually stream on Strawberry Bop. That's my Twitch. I play a whole lot of Marvel Rivals. And I keep saying I'm going to stream it and forget.
Oh goodness! And then I'm Liana McKenzie. You can find me at Valor Liana on Blue Sky. I will only log into Twitter under promoting this stream duress. That is literally the only time, because again, Twitter is the devil. And you can also find me at valorskins.com. We will hopefully be launching a Kickstarter very soon, depending on when these episodes go out, for our monster book. So if you like the system that we're using, not that we used it too much in this episode, but certainly next episode we'll probably get into it a bit more. Definitely check us out and look to support the Kickstarter. And then also thank you to Rue, our wonderful producer, and the various folks who've helped us with our assets and all of that. And we will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.